I spent my whole life trying to figure out one thing: how to get rich. January 9th, 1998, I was born to a single mom. She did the best she could. She worked a 9 to 5 all day, had a side hustle, and tried to save as much money as possible. I don't even remember seeing her sleep, but no matter how hard she tried, we were always broke. We moved from house to house, from couch to couch, until eventually, we got our first crib. For like a year, we ran out of money again, and we lost the house. She worked her whole life and we still couldn't pay the bills. Then I spent the next 5 years of my life trying every side hustle you could think of. Clothing brand, failed. Sneaker reselling, failed. I even tried becoming a wedding photographer. I graduated high school with less money than all my friends. I was the broke businessman. I was the failed YouTuber and the dummy with a 2.5 GPA who thought he was gonna get rich online. I took $1,000 from my student loans and used it to start a dropshipping store. And somehow, it actually worked. Money! In my first month, I was making over $1,000 a day. And by the end of that summer, I was making over 50 grand a month. So naturally, I went stupid. Crib in LA, first class flights, 5-star restaurants, private parties. It felt like the money would never run out. I finally felt like I was rich. But you know what they say, all great things must come to an end. I got distracted, and in less than a year, everything went to zero. Well, less to zero. My dropshipping business started to go downhill. This was the lowest point of my life. I had to take a good look at myself and figure out where I went wrong. And you know what? I figured it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Want to get rich? Listen carefully. Focus on one thing. I went broke because every time I had something that worked, I was looking for something better. I made $1 million dropshipping. What business did I have trying to manage a rapper? If you want to make millions, you need a real business. Dropshipping was cool, but what I needed was to build a brand. A brand that could be sold for the big bag. Don't spend it before you get it. I was living like I already closed a 7-figure exit. I never got rich because I spent everything I had. My journey up until that point had been an endless cycle, gaining and losing. No different than growing up with mom. I understood where I went wrong, and I had one last chance to make it all work. I had a new plan, a big one. I quit smoking and cut out all distractions. I started another Shopify store. I even picked up a camera again. This time, I wanted it all. In the first year, I grew my business to over 1 million. My YouTube channel took off past 100,000 subscribers. Instead of balling out, I reinvested every dollar back into my store and focused on growth. That next year, I sold that store for a life-changing amount of money. Bought my mom, me, and my sister all of our dream cars.